What's up, Michigan State fans? It's Jacob Kotzenik here, back for another episode of the Michigan State Spartans Insider Podcast. Now, the podcast for Saturday, April 11th, 2026. One of the big news from Friday. Good news day. Fair bit to go about, but I guess we're going to talk here about the Michigan State basketball superstar. Love him, you hate him, doesn't matter. Still averaged 15 points for Michigan State, led the nation with 9.4 assists, one of the most prolific passing season in Michigan State history. Jeremy Fears, he declared for the NBA draft while maintaining his college eligibility. And that's the key thing here. This has been in place for a while now. I wouldn't say a while, but like it's not necessarily a new thing where you can enter your name into the NBA draft, but you can also exit the NBA draft by a certain date and you can just go right back on to college. That is the path that Fears is going to do this offseason. And I don't think it really needs to concern Michigan State fans that much because for really a couple of reasons. Firstly, is you just don't see projections of Fears in the draftable range right now. He's not really a super great NBA prospect yet. An amazing college player, no doubt, but there's a lot of things that in the college game he can do that won't translate against bigger, faster, better competition. Again, he's smaller, doesn't have a reliable 3-point shot really down yet. And a lot of he really thrives in, I guess, well, he can push the tempo and all that, but it's a lot. The college game is when you're just like that true point guard. I think you just really need to be a bit more of a scorer than what Fears is. Fears can score, but again, it's really to me, it's that lack of a consistent 3-point shot. The mid range shot is great. He really improved on that this past season, but the 3-point shot has not really been there yet. So, but that's one thing. And again, I think it was Jeremy Woo of ESPN released the top 100 prospects list. Fears was on that list, but he was at number 73. That's in the range where you're probably going undrafted. If you're getting picked, you're going late second round. That those are guys who are probably not making their NBA roster, and you're getting stuffed in the G League for at least a year or two. Like you like there's no guarantees these days when you're a late second round pick that you're going to see the NBA. It's tough. Like the NBA, I think you're seeing like a lot of lottery or late first round picks these days are starting their careers oftentimes in the G League or playing on two-way contracts. If you're undrafted, you can get a two-way contract as well, but it's just a tough path forward to immediately seeing NBA action. And the G League's not, I'm not gonna say it's not fun probably to play in, but it's much emptier gyms, and there's just you don't have as many eyeballs on you. It's not remotely as glamorous as the college game. I guess you don't have to go to class or do any schoolwork, but that's the trade-off. And you're also making less money. That's the big thing here, really. You're making less money. That's one of the big things that is going to probably keep Jeremy Fears in college right now. Instead of pursuing the pros, making that leap is because you're drafted late second round. I'll have to look at the scaling, but you're not making $1 million a year. Not, I don't even know if it's that close. You're getting closer to that minimum where you're probably looking at 500, 400,000 a year. Maybe if you're in the G League, you're making less than that. You're making still good money, but you can stay like salaries I'd kill for. But if you're talking about comparing that to what he would make at Michigan State as an All American point guard, the leader, the heartbeat of the team, it's not much of a discussion. It's really not. So just financially, it makes just way more sense for Fears to stay around, stay at least one more year. Maybe he stays the full length. Maybe he stays 2 more seasons. Who knows? But if he stays at least one more year, he can get that draft stock, try to get into that first round range, and then maybe you make that leap and go pro. You know, and but again, the financial side of it is really the big thing here to me. It's because it's not much of a discussion. If he gets picked, he's going in the 50s. There's only 60 picks in the NBA draft. I'm pretty sure maybe sometimes teams get picks taken away or stuff like that. They're expanding. I don't follow the NBA that closely. But again, you're getting picked that late. You're not making that much money. You stay at Michigan State, you're making millions of dollars. I'd imagine the asking price for Fears, no inside info here or anything, but you're looking three, four, 5 million. Like just for an all-American point guard, that's probably about your asking price these days for one season. And it's fair. It's fair. He's if he's making $4 or $5 million, that the ROI on what Fears does and for winning basketball at Michigan State, it easily pays for itself. And again, that's why I think NAL, it's tough. A lot of people don't like it, but ultimately it's a fair thing because college players deserve to make some money. And I guess the last observation I truly have on this one is just, I mean, you can just kind of look at the statement that he wrote and put out on his Instagram page. It's pretty short. It's just I'm declaring for the NBA. It's I mean paraphrasing here, really really paraphrasing here, but it's like after much thought, I'm declaring for the NBA draft and maintaining my college eligibility. I'd like to thank Michigan State, Tom Izzo, and so and so and so, for helping develop me and stuff like that. It's very short and it doesn't read like a goodbye message to me. If you're reading a goodbye message, I'm probably zooming in on the text to be able to read it all. You're talking about the fans, you're talking about your parents, you're talking about this, you're talking about that. It was very straightforward, very, very short. I'd have to compare it to like Carson Cooper's. His was pretty long. I'd have to compare it to maybe what Jace Richardson wrote when he declared for the NBA draft early last year. But I feel like I remember that being on the longer side as well because he didn't maintain his eligibility, I believe, when he left for the NBA draft as well. So ultimately, Fears is in the NBA draft. I believe the deadline to withdraw is May 27th at 11:59 Eastern PM. I'm not going to lose much sleep over it. I feel very very confident that he will be playing in a Michigan State uniform next season. He didn't declare for the transfer portal or enter the transfer portal in that announcement, which he could do. He has the right to these days, but I feel very very confident, and nothing has really changed for me from that announcement. And I think ultimately you'll be seeing Fears bring it up the court in the green and white next season. And again, still waiting on that center commit, but ultimately has a chance to be a very, very special team in East Lansing. Also, wouldn't be surprised if Colin Carr kind of goes down the same path, declares for the NBA draft, gets feedback, comes on back. Honestly, I could see Jordan Scott doing it too with how much length he has. He's a pretty projectable guy for the pro basketball, but we'll wait and see. Again, deadline to come back is May 27th, well after the portal is closed, so that's a tricky spot to put teams in. But ultimately, I don't think you're going to see anyone on this team that has remaining eligibility go pro this offseason. It would very much surprise me, Fears included. So that is all for you guys today. There'll be probably written content coming your way on basketball, football, whatever's going on at smartnation.com or at Michigan State Sparns on SI. There'll be more podcasting content coming your way very, very soon. You can get right here or wherever you're getting your podcasting content. But yeah, that is all for today. Signing off. I'm Jay Watzanika. I'll see you guys around.